Hi, I'm Bree McAdam, court reporter with the Saskatoon Star-Phoenix, and this is the Docket, where I talk about the court cases that I've covered during the week. And Monday was a pretty busy day for court matters, starting with Greg Furtuck, the man accused of killing his wife, Cherie Furtuck, making his second court appearance in Saskatoon, this time by video. And while nothing substantial happened, a friend of Cherie's drove from Regina to be there.
Well, I just really feel like somebody needs to be here for Cherie. And I'm sure I'm not going to be the only one, but I just felt it was important.
Heather Mitchell told us that she met Cherie and Greg back in the 80s and that they were actually quite close friends. She said the couple seemed to have a good relationship in the early days, but that things had been deteriorating. Greg was charged nearly 4 years after his wife disappeared from a gravel pit near Kenaston in 2015. Even though he is charged with first-degree murder, Cherie's body has not yet been found. Also on Monday, a teen charged with second-degree murder who was recently released on bail was back in court after allegedly breaching his condition that he not consume alcohol. Even though he's now 18 years old, the teen cannot be identified because he was 17 when he was charged in March in connection with the fatal shooting of 31-year-old Mark Inwea. The bail decision took place last month after Judge Agnew released the teen in a decision that left Inwea's family wailing in anguish. The teen is in custody after the Crown opposed his release. Guilty pleas came to light this week for a former massage therapist scheduled to stand trial in September on 12 charges of sexual assault against 12 female clients. Instead, Mark Donlevy pleaded guilty to half of those charges, admitting to sexually assaulting 6 women between 2009 and 2016. Now, the facts of the case will not be presented until Donlevy's sentencing hearing, which is scheduled for September 30th in Saskatoon Court of Queen's Bench. At that time, the Crown is expected to stay the remaining 6 charges. Now, Donlevy is also charged with another sexual assault from 2012, alleged to have happened outside of his home-based massage business. And he is currently serving a 3-year prison term after being convicted of date raping a woman in 2004, but he is appealing that conviction. In total, 14 sexual assault allegations were made against Donlevy after 2 women came forward in 2016. And this week, the federal Crown stayed drug charges against Japmanjot Grual and Shervin Das Bihari, who were on trial at Saskatoon Provincial Court, accused of selling fentanyl-laced cocaine that contributed to 4 fatal overdoses last year. However, the charges were replaced with a new, nearly identical set of charges on what is called a direct indictment. It's when the Crown gets permission from the Attorney General to send a case straight to trial at a higher court. So basically, the federal Crown got permission to stop the provincial court trial and restart from square one in front of a new judge at Queen's Bench. The federal Crown says that new evidence came to light that led to charges being relayed against a third man who had previously had his charges withdrawn. And starting over in Queen's Bench was the most efficient way to have all 3 of the men tried together. But defense lawyers see it as a waste of time and court resources and say it's an unnecessary do-over that will further delay the case. The trial was set to resume on Wednesday after Judge Doug Agnew heard charter arguments back in April. Instead, the case has been set over to September in Queen's Bench. As always, you can read more detailed accounts of these stories at thestarphoenix.com. And for tweets from the courtroom, you can follow me on Twitter at BreezyBreeMC.